Let's discuss custom tool holders in SURFCAM. Before we begin drawing a holder profile, let's review the guidelines for a custom tool holder in SURFCAM. The profile should be drawn on CView 1 on Layer 1. The reference point for the holder is the center of the lowest portion of the holder. Every Z value represents a beginning and ending diameter, so keep horizontal lines as single entities. There are no undercuts allowed at any given Z value. The geometry should stay level or move up. If you chain the geometry, it should be able to chain in a single pass without finding breakpoints. The SCCTL files need to be stored where SURFCAM is set to look for them, which, by default, is the Tool Custom directory. It is possible to modify the custom tool directory for network tool database deployments. Here are some examples of valid tool holder profiles. Remember that if your profile, when chained, finds breakpoints, problems will arise during usage in SURFCAM. Invalid profiles also contain undercuts and must be modified for use in SURFCAM. Let's take a look at drawing a tool holder profile in SURFCAM from scratch. We'll be drawing lines and arcs on the XY plane on CView 1, all on Layer 1. Remember, we only need half of the shape on one side of the center line. Bottom line begins at x0, y0. The other endpoint is at the radius of the bottom edge. We'll work our way up, applying lines around the edge of the holder at key measurements. These measurements can come from a print or from a measured physical holder. We can apply the angle and a nominal distance from this point to create the upper line. We'll get the proper sizes after we trim the geometry to horizontal and vertical lines we'll create. The notch on the side is created with a few offset lines, a couple angled lines, and trimming all of those together. We can apply some fillets to smooth out a couple of the corners as noted on the print. Centerline is optional geometry. The file needs to be saved under the SURFCAM user files directory underneath the tool custom folder as a .SCCTL file, a SURFCAM custom tool file. This will allow it to be recalled later for SURFCAM use in toolpaths and verification.